Hey y'all, don't forget to hit these buttons while you're listening. New CIA workplace assault case emerges as spy agency shields extent of misconduct in the ranks. An AP investigation found this man's alleged assault last year happened just days after the CIA promised to crack down on misconduct in its ranks, even as the agency has refused to disclose details on the extent of the problem. A recent 648-page internal watchdog report found that systemic shortcomings in the CIA's handlings of such complaints was classified as secret, shielded as a potential threat to national security. It's inconceivable that misconduct could be considered a state secret. Whew, y'all. The watchdog report followed an earlier AP investigation that found at least 24 women in the CIA came forward to authorities in Congress with accounts of SA unwanted touching and what they described as a campaign to silence them. I covered this man separately, this veteran CIA officer who derugged and SA dozens of women. He got 30 years. Many were emboldened by a CIA officer trainee who went to police in 2022 after the agency failed to take action against a colleague she accused of assaulting her with a scarf in a stairwell at CIA headquarters. Some of those women now say they have faced retaliation, including the victim of the stairwell attack, who was terminated less than 6 months after suing the agency. I believed in the institution implicitly, and I also believed all of the things the agency said it was doing to rectify what I saw as an epidemic. I realize now that was just lip service. Donald Asquith's case could prove even more embarrassing to the CIA given his lengthy clandestine service overseas and brazenness of the alleged conduct. Now, he's the one that put his hand up her skirt and kissed her, I think, in front of everyone at a party. It also happened in June 2023, less than a month after CIA Director William Burns announced sweeping reforms intended to keep women safe, streamline claims, and more quickly discipline offenders. Asquith was charged in April in suburban Washington's London County, Virginia, with misdemeanor assault and battery following a months-long sheriff's probe into the boozy party in an off-site CIA office attended by at least a dozen people. His accuser, a CIA contractor, told authorities that she repeatedly rebuffed Asquith's advances, but that he kept pulling closer, rubbing her leg without her consent and making a series of inappropriate comments, as well as grunting noises and thrusting motions. Ugh. Men are so gross. The woman told investigators she slapped Asquith's hand away and got up to leave, but that he intervened as she approached the door and asked her for a booby hug before grabbing her with both hands around her back and rubbing his groin and chest on her. She said Asquith then forcibly hugged her and kissed her all over the face and mouth without consent. Asquith did not respond for repeated requests to comment. His lawyer hung up when was called by the AP. CIA takes allegations of SA and harassment extremely seriously, the agency said in a statement, adding that within days of the incident, it restricted Asquith's conduct with the alleged victim, and he retired 3 months later. Asquith's case comes amid a flurry of activity surrounding misconduct accusations at the CIA, including ongoing state and federal criminal investigations into an undercover officer in Europe suspected of knowingly infecting at least 3 CIA colleagues with an incurable STD. The agency has not explained why that officer remains overseas. Just a week before Asquith's trial begins this month, a federal judge in Washington will sentence another former CIA officer. Okay, yes, I reported on him separately. And next month, a now former CIA officer trainee faces a second trial on charges stemming from the 2022 stairwell attack at the agency's headquarters. Man. Ugh. Former CIA case officer Lindsay Moran, author of the 2005 memoir on her life as a spy, said, misconduct has been a problem in the male-dominated agency and became worse after September 11th, when the agency's focus shifted to deploying clandestine combat units to Afghanistan and Iraq. All right. They brought their own brand of male toxicity that was like gasoline on the old boys network that already existed. National security is used as an excuse to brush these concerns under the carpet. When asked why the watchdog report was classified, keeping secret an accounting of the problem in case histories, CIA said that decision was made by its Inspector General, which conducted the inquiry and did not respond to a request for comment. Also, the CIA has yet to fulfill AP's long-standing Freedom of Information Act request seeking internal records detailing its response to the Raymond scandal and why it took so long to uncover assaults he documented in nearly 500 videos and photos that in some instances showed him groping or straddling. Yeah, oh, this is the one guy. Florida Republican Marco Rubio, vice chairman, will continue to hold agency leaders accountable. Sure. How far does someone have to go before the agency will step in and say enough is enough? What culture is CIA nurturing when it promotes some of its most egregious offenders? I believe the agency is making an effort to improve its reporting processes and procedures, but my question is, what comes next? Don't forget to hit these buttons over here. I hope your day doesn't suck. Okay, love y'all. Bye.